Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back. Check. Check hot route.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Devin Duvernay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
25-yard line.
To throw is Ward on 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Down.
Now Ward on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. On 1st down, Ward. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. From the gun, Ward taking a deep shot here. It's caught inside the 25.
Yeah, baby.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mecole Hardman. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustment.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions in not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know something, big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Ward, looking to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Ward. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Ward looking deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
To number 89. Touchdown, New England.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Nice.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December,
giving.
Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He's going to air one in, and this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Score Patriots 21, Jets 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Patriots 21, Jets 7.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
10.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Hardman on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Ward now to throw on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Joshua Jackson there to knock that one away.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
And maybe some indecision on what to do, and they're going to get a delay. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Moore. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Ward to throw on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Evans on the tackle.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Complete.
Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Ward. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown.
Point after.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
That's caught over the middle by Hurst. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And now it's second down. Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10.
What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. To throw is Ward. Off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Jets take over.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now Ward looking to throw on second down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down, Patriots.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. 70 Lions. Check safety.
Operating from the gun. Ward taking a deep shot, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play.
And my goodness, another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Ward. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Mecole Hardman.
From 17 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now this will make it into the end zone. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
first and
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Sliding out of the pocket. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Devin Duvernay. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a first and 10. Here's Ward on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ross Blacklock. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up. Well, he's had success running the football on this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. And maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they have been thoroughly dominated so far. But a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mecole Hardman, 75 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
1st down, New England.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 33-yard line.
Ward now to throw on 2nd down. Open is Powell. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Edwards-Helaire.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown. Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to beat it.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Okay, every now and then my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Couldn't take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Moore going up top. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Check. Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4, Mike's by 4. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
And he is going absolutely nowhere in the wrong direction. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And now off to the races down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And he's got this down to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Jets 35.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. got some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
First down, New England.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Gain of 12. And a Patriot first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
62.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Pats, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
She-Rag got me.
Hit one and be some. You gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that in their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your permit. 6 niggas every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see claim to be great at all times, but I never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. What you gonna do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. Nah. If you gonna do it, you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. Cause you built like that.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coexist. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No season when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No season when that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No silly winds that never be the same.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you're at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag on the play. Let's go.
Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shaking, baby. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I run up on the quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? How you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. Like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. I'm in the field like a panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw the Ravens across the border. Hold up. You know I'm a touchdown with the sack. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone. No sense of smile, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables. Yeah, look at me, at the asylum. Was a fate or mistake, cause the time ain't up. Yet the parts of my mind don't get much love. If you want in my head, come and call me up. You look like a twisted Robin Hood. You take from the rich and the poor and us. Wearing diamond shoes where you walk your pugs in a town you create where there ain't no love. Where do I go? When I'm alone, not on the phone. When I'm on my own. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade.
Stop taking, but still got a reflux. I drip out from the socket to a teacup. Drink up inside. Look when they beat us. Jesus in the belly. Outside, there's a war going on your front lawn. Black Hawk, see the red dawn horizon. Blind yet I'm rising, abiding by laws of attraction. My thoughts still rising. Thinking, what time of day is gonna sink in? Life gives you limits, and my only thought is drinking. Thirsty, will I be alive or dead before 30? That's all that concerns me early. Lemonade quenching my inner rage when it takes center stage. Way before they pour it on my grave. Minute Maid, let it set my soul ablaze. On the easy road, put me in the water for the serve.
They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains. I get through the pain. Tasting on my face like it's lemonade. Oh.
Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, read on with the gang now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a ring now, legendary on the field, kind of drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal.
With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, is on scope. The sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry Rux. She like when
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills.
Set to kick off.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first. First drive will begin at the 25.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Going to give it to Love. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra extra point.
A 1-yard run on first down, another one on second. Tell you, it doesn't do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And I just wonder in contract negotiations, do you show the 6 points scored, or do you show the yards per carry?
I'm showing the 6 points.
No doubt about it. And his team benefits. They don't care about yards per carry. They just care about points up on the board.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
At the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This one complete downfield on the left side. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
New York.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Holmes.
Number 20.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Is good.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give them confidence and let them knock it through.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with Love here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He was calling no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
From the shotgun, here's White. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Jets 3. Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off near the 44. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. White. It's caught outright by Graham. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a 3rd down.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
13, Jets 3.
Looks to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
On 1st down, here's Love. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
At the 19-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Out of the gun, it's White. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, White. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down at the...
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll get this to Metcalf on the jet sweep. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brant Delpit. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
We just saw it. That's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well. Yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the round is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Edwards-Helaire. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Brant Delpit. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The play fake, now White. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Taken down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, White. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
That's complete, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And these guys have got
take over first and 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This is Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Lamage. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Lamage again. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions,
live
right?
conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Flush to his right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is White on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jets, 1st down.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Open man is Duvernay. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Devin Duvernay. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bills' 32-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw caught right around around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
First and goal.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Bills 34, Jets 10. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a gain of 5.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run forward, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He will find his man on the outside.
The pass complete to Devin Duvernay. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, New York.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Not much there, only a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that
That's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7 at the 45-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Buffalo, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jets, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you by. Finally starting to realize, never give up and coincide. Can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could get all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out, I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for something to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many ties in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this a jungle, the top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling without never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling without never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling without never be the same. Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them looking back from around me. My what the deal is, really I just came here to gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragic. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic. Lion, tigers, meteors inside my mind. Kamikaze, spaceship power, baby, sail me toward the sky. Here I come, a freaky side. Oh no, don't you close your eyes. I'ma give you something to cry about. I'ma teach you how to fly without fear. Doubt, just regret. Break it out, break the sweat, bathe the doll, break a leg. Let you lay the power check. Sipping on the sun in the cup somewhere. Cause you ain't really seen nothing like me, yeah. Cannibalistic, animal instinct. You fools hurt. Jesus will.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secured the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my cool. Yeah, ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
Hey yo, yeah. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna